Today we are reviewing the new 2018 Mathews Triax. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with my other bow, but I can say this guy is fantastic. Absolutely incredible. Easily the best bow on the market, especially for 2018. This guy, if you're in the market for a new bow, you have to shoot this one. It is incredible. Such a difference from the Halon 32. Way better than the new Redworks. Much cheaper too. And you get cooler color options, and I have to say I'm blown away with the new Triax from Mathews this year. Let's talk specs. Axle to axle, this guy is going to be 28 inches axle to axle. Your brace height is going to be 6 inches. The physical weight to this guy is 4.46 pounds. Your IBO rating is 343 feet per second. I've seen it as high as 330 in person. You have your weight options at 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 70 pounds, and then your draw length anywhere from 24.5 all the way to 30.5 inch draw lengths. Now let's talk price. So this guy is coming in at $1,099, and you have the color options of black, stone, lost camo XD. Now Mathews does have new cool colors that I really like, but those guys are a $150 upcharge, but you can get those color options of Under Armour Ridge Reaper Baron, Under Armour Ridge Reaper Forest, Opti-Fade Subalpine, Opti-Fade Elevated 2. Now I really like the Stone and the Ridge Reaper Forest, but I like all my accessories to match, so I went with the Stealth Black Mamba all black. Now you may be saying, Matty, you mentioned new colors, but besides the name and the axle to axle, what's the difference between the Triax and the Halon? Well, Mathews built a new riser this year. Now, from a distance, it looks the same. It's top heavy, so it's got good stability at 40, 50, 60 yards. But when you get towards the bottom, they added this little guy right here. They're calling it the EHS 3D dampening system. Now, on the Halon and the Halon 32, you had a harmonic dampener up at the top, and you had one at the bottom. But Mathews took out the one at the top, and they moved the bottom one forward, creating a 3D dampening system, and it takes out all the hand shock in your hand. Now, I thought the Halon was pretty good with hand shock. There was a tad bit, but when it was first on the market, it was hard to beat it. But when my shop got this in, I shot it with the Halon, and it's night and day difference between the little bit of hand shock that the Halon has compared to this guy. There's nothing at all, and it's actually even a little bit quieter than the Halon and the Halon 32. Let's get personal. So we'll start with the sight on my bow. On my bow, I put on the HHA Kingpin single pin sight, and I absolutely love it. I came off of my Creed XS with the 5-pin Axion sight, and I tried out this single pin, and I wish I'd done it sooner. My groupings at 70 yards are like dime size, or take that back, quarter size, and it is incredible. I can see so much more, and it's got the extended mounting bracket to it, and it also has a Mathews harmonic dampener in it, so it dampens even more. I'm all about dampening, and that was a big part on why I was going to get the Kingpin sight. Now it also is on a wheel versus a half moon like the more economical ones. This one you can go out to 100 yards with. I haven't shot it at 100 yards yet. The most I've gone is 70, but I'm going to push my limits this year and see how far I can shoot, maybe even further than 100 yards. Also, this wheel is very smooth, very quiet, so you're not going to spook anything. It also comes with a magnifier on your tape. I like it a lot. At first, I took it off. I didn't like it because there's a little bit of a warp, but and then I put the pin on, and it made a big difference. And I put the magnifier back on. It makes it so much easier to see those small lines. So I really like it. We will have a field tested review on this later coming up. Also, what's new for Mathews this year is their new flatline stabilizer. Now, this stabilizer does have the EHS dampening system in it. It does come in 6 and 8 inches. I have the 8-inch one on there only because I got it at a good price. Honestly, I didn't really notice that much of a difference. And you also have the same color options to match your bow besides stone. They do not make stone in your stabilizer. It is only black, Lost Camo, Under Armour Baron, Under Armour Forest, the Subalpine, and the Elevated 2. Next, we're going on to the rest, which is the second most important piece. I am shooting the Mathews QAD drop away rest. I really like it. I've shot it for years. It is fast. It improves accuracy. I don't have any issues with it jamming up on me or nothing like that. I've always shot these guys, so we will have another field tested review of this guy, of the drop away rest, coming up. And last but not least, my quiver. I don't have it mounted on here because I forgot it, but I'm shooting the Mathews quiver. It has a harmonic dampener in this guy as well, so it dampens the sound. The quiver rolls on, rolls off. It does take a little bit of pressure, so it doesn't just roll off easily, but it's very quiet. I like it a lot. I don't shoot with my quiver on either, so it is a 4-arrow quiver, so it's nice and small, compact, just like the bow. And that is it, you guys. I have to say, shooting this at 70 yards, my grouping's incredible. You would wonder, how good could you be at 70 yards or 60 yards or 80 yards, whatever you want to compare it to, with such short bow. And I tell you, Mathews blows me away every year with the quality that they put out. I will only shoot a Mathews. I've always loved Mathews, and props to them. Also, you guys may be asking about speed. I did mention 343 feet per second IBO. I've tested this guy out at 70 yards or 70 pounds, 30-inch draw length with a 350 spine, Blue Streak RZ with a 100 grain tip, and I got it up to 332 was the exact number. My personal setup, I'm shooting 65 pounds, 29.5-inch draw length with a 250 spine, Carbon Express Maxima Red, and I'm doing 288 feet per second with a boning wrap and a Carbon Express lighted knock on there. My chronograph is broken right now, so I can't show you guys a video of that, but take my word for it, I wouldn't lie to you. That is just wrong. That is all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't shot this Mathews Triax, you need to. It is a must do. It is incredible. Even if you're not going to buy one, you need to go experience it, which you'll probably end up buying one anyways. But in the long run, you'll thank me later. See you guys. Join the chase.